Welcome back. Time now to look at careers on Going Bush, and in particular the type of things you could find yourself doing if you worked in forestry.
Yes, indeed, and jobs vary from scientific boffins who spend all their time in the lab to workers on the ground who spend all their time in the bush. Early in the morning at Forestry headquarters in Geeveston, and the team meet to plan the day ahead. Tasks for the morning include clearing roads after a huge storm, checking on the health of nearby plantations and searching for special values which might be in the bush.
Those heading out include first-year apprentice Adam Smith, Forest Officer Jai Hill, who's just finished his 4-year training program, and their mentor, Peter Wass, who's had 36 years forestry experience.
We have a variety of mentors around the state and maybe one or two within each district, and I'm fortunate enough to be one of those, and it's good to see them progress and eventually finish their traineeship, move on to possibility to take up vacancies that occur within forestry and to move up through the line.
For Jai and Adam, their path into forestry has been through a technical forestry certificate which sees young trainees rotated around Tasmania's 5 forestry districts over 4 years, a practical, hands-on training regime.
When I applied, I didn't realise what they go into. I've been up in a helicopter searching for wedge-tailed eagle nests on coops that are going to be logged in the next couple of years, and yeah, that was pretty exciting.
It's a lot more practical, it's hands-on. You still do a lot of theory, you get put through a lot of courses, a lot of training programs, but at the end of the day you are more field-based, so you do a lot more practical courses along the way.
Jai finished his traineeship this year and has just started as a forest officer in plantations.
During the 4-year traineeship program you do a lot of different things. You're based in a lot of different branches, but plantations was something that I was really interested in. I enjoy looking after the aerial operations such as the weed control, and the aerial fertilising, so that was something I really wanted to get into.
It's not just boys and their toys in the forest industry. Conservation plays a big part for Forestry Tasmania, and people like Ronnie spend their days searching for special values in the forests, such as giant trees.
My job now is a conservation planner. So I work with Forestry Tasmania and I work with all the different districts around the state, and big part of my role is making sure that we manage for special values. So strategic plans for threatened species and taking care of different values like giant trees or Aboriginal and cultural heritage, all those sorts of things, making sure that we're meeting our targets and helping out people.
As well as being a conservation planner in her day job, Veronica also heads up a statewide committee which finds then protects giant trees, a dream job for a self-confessed tree hugger.
I grew up pretty much in trees and used to give my mum a heart attack, but from the age of about 4 I've been climbing trees, and so to come down here and get a job managing giant trees for the state is just like a fireman getting, a little boy who wants to be a fireman finally getting to drive the truck, so it's great fun.
Forestry Tasmania employs around 500 people and some 1,500 contractors with all sorts of qualifications doing all sorts of different jobs.
The wider forest industry employs around 6,300 people and is worth $1.5 billion to the economy. Forestry Tasmania's mission is to manage state forests for optimum community benefit, using environmental best practice to create long-term wealth and employment for Tasmanians.
If you're interested in a career path in forestry, the best thing to do is to contact Forestworks at forestworks.com.au. And that brings us to the end of this week's instalment of Going Bush. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Indeed. Here's a look at what's coming up next week. It's the ins and outs of forest planning,
the way the carbon debate is boosting the role of timber in building,
and we meet a living legend of the Tasmanian timber industry.